Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tuesday's Tips and Tricks with Candy Shaw and the Sunlights Balayage team. I am not Candy Shaw. I am the Balay Lamasin, the lucky guy that gets to call Candy Mom. I wanted to check in with you today as we are all looking to find out better ways to grow our business. We have a 5,000 square foot salon, 50 chair salon right here in Atlanta, Georgia. And over the years, we've really tried to get more creative with how we can use the power of suggestion to help feed the pipeline of our clientele. Far too often, we make it on the floor, we're doing great, our sales are growing, and we just kind of flatline, we plateau out. What we don't realize is that we may have built a clientele of 200 people, but after time, natural attrition is going to happen with that clientele. They move, they have a baby, maybe they try another salon. So for us, we need to figure out not just what we can do with our existing guests and making sure that we have the most enjoyable experience possible, but how we can drive new business to the salon. And for those of you out there saying, well, I'm not taking new clients because I'm just too busy, well, you better be thinking about how you can fire the bottom 10%, become more efficient with your technique so you can work smarter, not harder, and make room for those new guests who can help grow your business. So one of the situations that we have now is that, everything is going to a very contactless state. We as a salon actually went to a cashless establishment last year with great success. And as our world continues to grow and change, I think now more than ever, it's super important to be able to have something that is feels like you don't have to necessarily be giving somebody something physical. We used to start off growing our businesses as young stylists on the floor with what we called the comp card. And what that card was a physical printout with all of our information that invited those potential customers to come in and receive a complimentary haircut with us in the salon. So what we would do is we'd grab a stack of them, we'd throw them down in our bags or in our wallets or keep them in our cars, and every time we were out, whether that was at a restaurant or the grocery store, we would kind of wait for someone to go, oh my gosh, I just love your hair. Where do you get it done? Well, actually, I'm a hairdresser and love your hair too. Here's a comp card to come see me. The world's changing as we know it, so we've got to change with it. So what we've created is our digital comp card. It's basically an image with all of your information on it that's saved as a picture right to your smartphone. We always have our phones on us, don't we? We don't always remember to carry a business card or a physical comp card. So this is a great way to be equipped to promote yourself on the fly. So what we do for our staff is we create this card. It's got some of the information on it, a little bit about them as who they are as a personality and a quirky, little tip or trick about them. And then we create it to where it can be saved down to your camera roll. We invite them to normally put it on their favorites so it's easily accessible. But what this allows is a couple different avenues and vehicles for which to get this card out. First and foremost, let's start with your existing clientele. So you've got these great men and women that sit in your chair all the time. They absolutely love coming to you, but when's the last time you've given them the tools and resources to help promote you as a stylist? Far too often we take for granted the fact that these folks celebrate us and want to get the word out about how great our services are. So instead of saying, okay, Sally, see you in 6 weeks, how about flipping the script and saying, Sally, we've just had a great run here these past couple of years. I've so enjoyed doing your hair. I actually just got a promotion at the salon and I'm looking to continue to grow my business. I've got this wonderful comp card that I'd love to airdrop to you. Remember, contactless, all you have to do is airdrop, which means you don't have to give your contact information out to your clients, if you don't want to, of course, so that they can now have the tools and resources so that when they're at church or they're out and about, or they get that call from their cousin that just moved to Atlanta and says, I'm dying for a new place to go get my hair done. Wonderful. They have the tools right at their fingertips to be able to send that on. So number one, the power of suggestion with your existing clientele. Those are your cheerleaders, and we've got to tap into that resource more. Number two, being out and about. Hairdressers, far too often, we wait for someone to compliment us. Why not trying, again, flipping the script? When you see someone out in public, or when you see someone at the store or the restaurant or the nice server at your table, why don't you try saying, wow, I love your haircut. It is so beautiful. Who does it? You might be thinking to yourself, well, why would I want to be complimenting somebody else's work if I'm trying to drive business to me? You're going to get one of two responses. The first response is going to be, I actually go to this great gal over at X Salon down the street. And your response to that is going to be, you know what? That is fantastic. They are doing such a wonderful job. But if your gal is never not available, I would love to do your hair. I'm Jameson with Jameson Shaw Hairdressers down the street, and we specialize in French cutting and balayage. Do you have your iPhone on you? Wonderful. I'm going to airdrop you my complimentary card that doesn't expire. Whenever you'd like to come in and book with me, I'd love to see you. Scenario number 2 is you're going to get the response, you know what? I've been looking for a new person. Ding, 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 ding. Hi, I'm Jameson. And if I were to do your hair, oh, I would love to put a bang on that haircut, or I'd love to take you a bit shorter or really shape up, whatever it is. You guys know how to sell the sizzle, not the steak, right? So using the power of suggestion with your guests, using the power of suggestion with folks that you meet out in public. What about using social media to our advantage in a more targeted sense? I think a lot of times there's a misconception that post equals new client. I'm going to post my beautiful work and then all of a sudden my chair is going to fill up. That's not always the case. Yes, it's beautiful to have a beautiful Instagram page, almost similar to a Pinterest board, but it's all your work. We use that as a great reference in the salon as well as we're doing our consultations. But why not using geotags and hashtags to go find local businesses in your community to then again use that compliment. Wow, love your Instagram page. I just think that you have the best branding going on. I'm, working on my branding myself. I'm a hairdresser. Whatever it may be, you've got to tell your story, but open up the lines of communication that's not all caps that says, hey, free haircut, come on down. The point of this is not to be a Groupon or a coupon. The point of this is to offer a complimentary service in hopes that you gain a client for life. What's the value on a client that comes to you for 10 years, 6 times a year at $200 a visit? I mean, do the math on that. You start stringing that together and working on 100, 150, and 200 of those ladies and men, they're going to send you on every vacation you ever wanted to go on, buy every house you ever live in, and drive every car you've ever wanted to. So I guess for us, it's really about offering that initial service, knowing that all we have to do is get them in the chair once. We're going to deliver our experience. We're going to sink our teeth into them because we know that we can sell ourselves. We're salespeople in a sense that we know how to position who we are and what we do the best. We just got to get the butts in the chairs. I hope this video was useful for you. We're looking at figuring out ways to send that digital comp card out, targeting local businesses, asking our current guests to send that on, because what's better than giving the gift of beauty? If you look at a person and you say, wow, I would love to offer you the opportunity to give somebody else this treat and this gift. That really is what's special about the program. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you'll stay tuned for more Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have everything from business tips to French cutting with our LeCoute brand to balayage tips and tricks as well, all the way down to business help for you. Thanks for tuning in. I'm the Ballet Lamason. Check me out on Instagram, and I hope to see you out in the virtual world. Thanks so much.
Hi, Candy Shaw, the Ballet Llama here. Hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, or go to sunlightsbalayage.com to learn more about our classes. But don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you'll get notifications of all the fresh new ideas, tips, and tricks that we release every week. Thanks for tuning in. See you out there.